Welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. If you see me start out the video laughing, then you know this is a laughing video, so stay tuned. Seen? So recently we did a show on SouFLoTV and the show was live. And I asked my audience members, especially the females, I said, listen, if you are about to date a man and the man was honest up front and the man said to you that, look, I've had some homosexual experiences, but I don't go that way anymore. In other words, me used to bend up like S, but now me treat like arrow. So would you still engage? And also, if you have been involved with someone who you fell in love with deeply and years had passed into this relationship and you then now found out that you were with a down low brother, would you continue the relationship if he decides to stop? Or would you just be disgusted that he was carrying this on, this type of lifestyle, and you would have kicked him out and done the relationship and start over? Now, someone actually wrote in this story, which I am going to read to you right now. All right, here goes the story. It says, "Hello, Souflo. I wish that I could have phoned in this morning, but I was heading to work at the time. I noticed the time and I figured it was better to email than to call at this time. You guys are probably dealing with getting dinner done and the kids settled down. Anyways, here goes the story. A few years back, when I was still dating, I met a man on social media via a private chat room. We talked online and on the phone for about 3 weeks. Now, during that time, we had the usual get to know you conversations and we exchanged pictures. The conversations were amazing, insightful, intelligent, funny, just all around great. This was absolutely someone that I wanted to know better, and we arranged to meet and have coffee or cocktail or something. During a conversation, he says, I was just wondering how would you feel about me having had a homosexual experience? Now, at first, I thought I didn't hear him correctly and I asked him to repeat what he said. He said it again. I could hear explosions in my brain, shots being fired, cannons, you name it. I said, huh? What do you mean? Please explain. This is the story he gave me. He said that he hadn't been dating much because of his busy schedule the last few months. He was having a dry spell and was pretty backed up. At his work, he was talking to a co-worker about his dry spell, and the co-worker was a gay man. The co-worker offered to help him out by giving him a BJ. He took him up on the offer and said that since he was on the receiving end of the deal, there would be no problem there. Woy, him gone low already, man. Way too far, brother. You're gone way too far. Now, after hearing this man's story, I was numb and at a loss for words. Alright, so she said, after hearing this man's story, okay, I was done. I first thanked him for his honesty, and then I told him that I did not feel differently. I did feel differently. Now that I was judging, hey, do you? Not that I was judging, but hey, do you? But as far as the friendship growing into anything romantic, not going to happen. I was willing to pursue a platonic friendship since we had such great rapport, but nothing further. Well, he went off on me. Told me that women were full of shit and they don't really want honesty, that he didn't have to tell me anything, and that we would have met and hit it off and I would never have known. Well, Souflo, he was right. I would not have known. Most likely, judging by our conversations on the phone, we would have hit it off lovely, possibly dated and so on. I would have been like many women out there dealing with a down low brother. I thanked him again for being honest and even agreed with him that he didn't have to tell me, but I told him that he should respect my honesty as well. He cussed me and screamed that from that point on, he would never tell a woman again about what he did because it should not matter. You can't convince me that this man isn't gay or bi. I later told a friend about it, and much to my surprise, she agreed with him. That's what a friend did. Later, to my surprise, she agreed with him. She felt like I was being narrow-minded and judgmental, that I should have given him a chance, and that it didn't mean that he would go looking for a man if he was interested in me. Whatever, babe. I'm good. I went my way and he went his, and I don't think I was wrong. SouFlo and family, what says you? Sorry for the lengthy email. I figured it was better since you could read all this at your convenience. Peace and blessings to you and Brains and the kiddies. And then she says her name. All right. So like I said, we did a topic, and this was the topic before. And this particular person who tunes into SouFLoTV says that she couldn't really call in this morning. She was driving on her way to work. Plus, she figured it was better to write out her experience so I could read it at my convenience, which I'm doing now to my audience. Hear me now? That whole story there fishy. Past fishy, because me consume fish out of the ocean, so I'm not going to talk about fishy. But that whole story, y'all know what I'm saying. And believe me, there are people out there like that. Brothers out there like that. Some people in a relationship say stuff like, oh, it's not important. A person's past is not important, and it shouldn't be any of your business. So when a man meet a woman now and him asks her, so how many men have you been with? You know, it's none of your business. It's not important. Well, I think information like that is important on both ends. What if the woman does not want a whoring man? What if the woman doesn't want a man with an extensive sexual past background? He's been around the block 24 times and counting. That could give her an idea, an inclination that more than likely she's going to be another notch on his belt. And he's not the type of person that sticks around for a long-term relationship, long-term commitment. He hits and he quits. May settle down for a few minutes, but he's on the go again. These are the things that it tells you. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important to ask those questions. In a business, who wants to say in a matter, in a business? Now, details about your sexual encounters is nobody else's business. But something like your number, that is definitely business to the person who is potentially someone who you're going to be spending a relationship with, a lifetime with, possibly. Not true? Tell me if I'm wrong. And then when you ask people about them past, then of course something like this. I'm sure any heterosexual woman who wants a man who has never been with other men, especially if she views homosexuality as something that it's something she would never go near. Like, she can have gay friends, obviously, because this woman was willing to still pursue a platonic relationship. I mean, I know, turn him into one of the girls. Yeah? Them can hang out and go buy bags and grocery shop and them thing that together, but we can't be lovers. She was willing to do that, but he became upset. And he said from now on, he's not going to tell no other female about his past. He's just going to go in as a man who has always been into women. So whoever gets this man next, good luck to you. Just know, say you're there with a man that's been with men or been with another man. And kill me dead, you know. I don't believe it was no one-time encounter. You understand? The part that I didn't read, let me see. There's a part in here, she said, I wish that I could have phoned in this morning, blah, blah, blah. I could go down here, so. but him did have a dry spell and co-worker we gay offer to help him out and him take him up on the offer. Lou, that is not straight man activity. You understand? That's not a straight man activity. Matter of fact, I'm not the one to say, oh, straight people can't talk to gay people and all that. Happens all the time. But when they start making sexual advances towards you and you start taking them up on them offer, then you're no longer straight, friend. You're gone the other way. You've been up again. You're S-ing and 7-ing. You see it? So I asked him how many times did this happen, and he said only once. I then asked him if he had any interest in men at all, and he says, hell no, I don't like men, but I do like looking at dicks. That is the part, right there, so. Now, this brother is seeking a relationship with a female, but he's gonna tell the female, say, I'm like, look on dick. That don't make no sense. Obviously, my lady, this is 1 million red flag just got thrown in. And of course, you caught it, but believe it or not, enough women out there will hear these things and still chalk it up to, oh, he's just a self-assertive, self-confident man. And no, he's gay. He's gay. When she says, I then asked him if he had any interest in men at all, and he says, hell no. I don't like men, but I do like looking at dicks. Come on now. She said, Souflo, what the hell? What straight man like looking at men's private parts? He said that he didn't mean anything, or that didn't mean anything. Then I caught him in a lie. Earlier in the conversation, he said he never reciprocated. And for those of you who a little bit behind time or caught up in the rest of the story right now, and your dictionary not flipping in your mind, reciprocated means to give back what you are receiving. You understand? So him don't tell her already, say him make a man from work that bend up like S, do the thing to him with his mouth, and because he didn't do it back then, he is not gay. It don't matter. Or because he wasn't the one that was doing it. But then he later on got caught in a different part of the conversation. She said, where earlier in the conversation, he said he never reciprocated. But I asked him again if he ever did anything at all else. And he said, well, one time I tried sucking once, just once, but it wasn't my thing. Listen up. Fling with the whole date. Fling with everything about the date. Matter of fact, fling with them on your connections. Don't call, don't text, don't write. Walk on the other side of the road when you see I don't say hi. All that. And that's the advice that I would give to this sister right here. And just keep it moving. You understand? There's a world out there for him to exist in. And he will find, believe it or not, if he is open and honest from day one, and I hope he does not stop being honest, because he's going to lure in some unsuspecting heterosexual woman who wants a straight man who has never had this kind of an experience, and he might end up fooling someone into believing so if he is not honest. So I hope he continues to be honest. And in all honesty, there are women out there who will accept him just as he is. That goes for the whole of Uno where I listen to this. Stop lying to people. Just put your numbers on the table, put your experiences on the table, and let it speak for itself. Give somebody else a chance to honestly love you. Because if somebody only love what you make up and present to them, and they don't get to know the real you, then they have never loved you. You get it? Alright, I left that one right there, so talk to you in the comment section below. Fire! I'm out. Peace.